The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. Pass play now. Defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. You're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Right there, Hurts.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
At the 36-yard line.
18,
back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Catch is made down the right sideline. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
18 Cardinal, 8, trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing off the play fake. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Riggs, Viking 18. Ready?
A handoff for Williams, running left. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Running this one left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Complete out to the right. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Street. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Williams to start the drive. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Warriors 70. Red. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer. Dragon 60. Ready.
2nd down pass play coming. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Ready, set.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Third. Let's go. 19 Cardinals. Come 19. Come 79 Broncos. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st down from the 41.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. For big yards on the right side. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
contact.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hurt. And movement.
Looking to throw again on second down. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one doesn't go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing on seconds. Cut out left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Lone back gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Offense to the line for 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Motioning the tight end now. Takes the 2nd down snap. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Working now from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Third down from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Give now to the running back. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give it to him again. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jets first down.
It's a gain of 7.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the red zone now. That one's complete, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now the PAT try coming up. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with Edwards. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Mustang 19. Cougar 19. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
Ready? 60, 19. Charger 9. Hurt. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Ready?
Looking in the air here. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Go!
He'll look to throw. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. Finds a man right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now off the play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jets.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to 60.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Things going well so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Hits his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Williams now on 1st and 10. Still has some space inside the 35. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
19, 18.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. All in left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running back sent in motion. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Connects on the crosser. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. Catch moves him to the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down. Going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still sticking with the passing game. Throw left side, complete. It's a New York touchdown! The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Tag! Viking 18! Mustang 19!
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Pickup there of 39 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He worked so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback. Here's the final play of our first half. Running back motions right. The final throw before the break. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Brandon Stevens has it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. In all our games together, Brock, I'm trying to think, and it feels like this is a first. They had the interception, and they just gave it away to accept the penalty.
Yeah, that, you don't have to think any further, Kate. That is the first time we've seen this. The guy who made the pick, look at him. Yeah. He is steamed down there, and I don't blame him. That's a turnover that just got wiped off his ledger, his team's ledger, and he doesn't understand that decision any more than we do.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now give left side. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Plowing up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. This time it's a passing play. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Air it out on 3rd. Complete out to the right. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
He'll throw it. Flush down out to his left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers. Check. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. And this one is launched downfield. That one connects. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal. Let's go now. Hurt. Coogan. Check smash. Check go.
Williams runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game.
Jets 17.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Another carry for him. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the third. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Starting at the 10. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready?
Here's a give inside to Edwards. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Hey! 60 Eagles, 60. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. No! Reload! Alert! Motion. Ready?
Running right, it's Williams. On the move, past the 40. Cuts it to the right sideline. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Ready? 18, Panther 60.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Get it. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hawk 70, 19 Tiger.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Handoff now out of gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down. From the red zone now. New York touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game.
Jets 31.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Chooses to bring this one out. Well, in the pass, Brock, that return would have gotten him a couple of yards, but now it puts him close to about 10 yards shy of where a touchback would have been. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Help!
Now throw to start the drive. Dumped off to his running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Browns football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Hurt. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19 Light, Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Running this one left. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing it on second down. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Blown back, gets the handoff. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on.
Running behind center with Edwards. Bounce outside, he is a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw it. Screen here for Williams. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It goes, there's no gain on the 3rd down run, and now they face 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Here's Williams to start the drive. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
They'll go play action. Edwards, a first down and more. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs from 37.
Let's go now. Panther 60, go.
They'll throw it here on first. Brought in right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Brought in close to the 8. He's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetitions to make.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down, Jets.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Jets down by only 3. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. Brought in. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and punch it in. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
Here's another for him. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19. Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did and injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Vikings. Huh. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Huh.
Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Ready.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. Big Lion. Steady.
Back to throw. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little
Ready.
sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Go.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go. 19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, 5 in.
Looking to throw it. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. The Browns are lining up to punt. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Again to throw on 2nd. On the move, headed right. Big gain downfield. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the 1st down as well, and moved them into field goal range. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Takes the 2nd down snap. It is caught left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Cannot afford a 3-and-out in this spot. Offense has to figure this out on 3rd down. The Jets take their first time out as they'll take a moment to plan their next steps here in OT. All right, needing 3 yards here on third down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. They're going to try and throw it here. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action on first down. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Design quarterback run here. And they'll fire ahead for a few. It's third down. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set. First and 10. Here's the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Touchdown wouldn't win it, but no points on the drive, Brock. Could likely end it. It's second down.
60 Bobcat!
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he's got it. It's in close. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets go up by 6. Well, it no longer wins them the game right away, Brock, but it sure has taken that pressure off of their shoulders and placed it squarely on the other sideline now as they begin overtime with a touchdown.
Oh, that's 100, Kate. You were on it. You know, as an offense, we can't come away empty. A field goal will be great, but a touchdown now infuses this place, infuses your defense with the juice and the energy, knowing they got an opportunity to go end it.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Bronco switch, Bronco. Reno.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he is finally out of bounds, but oh, now they're all seeing the flag back down the field. Looks like holding might wipe this away. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Panther 11.
They're going play action. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First down, play action. Able to find Wright. He's going to have this one down to the 28. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has it down close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
They'll look to run with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Down. Check. Cowboy 80. Go street. Go.
He gets it headed right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns trim the lead to 1. That answer right there shows that this team Brock belongs in the postseason. Had to be a touchdown, and they got it with everything on the line.
And now, Kate, we'll see exactly what type of team they are because their entire season hinged on what you just said, on that response of getting the touchdown. But now it hinges on this decision. Are you going to go for the tie, or are you going to go play for the win, baby?
Street. Street. Say, hey! Check match! Check match!
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. So a key moment here in overtime for both teams to strategize. The offense stays out there, putting their postseason on the line with this call.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he gets into the end zone, so the choice to pass on a tie, a good one. That gives him a 1-point lead. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. This was awesome, Brock. This was absolutely awesome. 2 teams who proved more than worthy of their spots in the postseason. I mean, instant classic, right? One side putting the pressure on, and the other saying, yeah, we've got that and a little bit more.
Yeah, it's the beauty of these NFL playoffs. They just bring out the best of the teams who make it and stay alive. And this was about the best example that we could have ever asked for. Both teams deserving of the win, no question. But one put it all on the line, and they're the ones celebrating.